I'm a school teacher from a small town, Charlottesville, Virginia. Perhaps you've heard of it. I would like to just share where this World Peace Game came from, what it is, briefly. Then we can have a movie, actually, it's a little film clip, only 3 minutes, to show you what it is. A picture is worth 1,000 words, so I make it very simple. And after that, I'd like to share, I think, a few things that the game, the World Peace Game, has taught me about teaching for the future. The strange thing is you're teaching here in the classroom, you're going to be teaching. The content and the knowledge is what it is. If you teach content and knowledge to the students, in 5 minutes, it's obsolete. Where is the moment to reflect? Space for you, an empty space where you can make meaning of all this coming in all the time. So the World Peace Game, we built in some reflection. I'm going to talk about that too. But let me start. 1978, before all of you were born, you too, Caroline. I was a beginning teacher. I wanted to do a good job. I just got hired. I said to the supervisor, so tell me, what do I have to do? I'm teaching gifted high school students in 9th grade, social studies. How do I do it? I want to succeed. She says, what do you want to do? I don't know, I just got here. I mean, tell me what to do. Is there a guidebook or something, a mandate? She said, what do you want to do? She was so frustrating. It upset me because I wanted somebody to just tell me how to do the job right. I wanted to be a success. She refused to answer me. My first problem in education. Nobody would tell me what to do. I thought this was a problem. It turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. Because she didn't tell me what to do, then suddenly I had all this space to create my own way. And so with that, I began teaching the World Peace Game. All you have to do is find out who your students are, really, and find out what they love and care about, really. And once they feel that from you, that you respect them enough to find out, then the relationship begins. And then you build curriculum around and to and connect it to what they care about. This is World Peace and Other 4th Grade Achievements by Chris Green.
Relationships are important in education. That really may be even the key to teaching well, is the relationship you have with the student. If you're able to touch their mind, fine, but if you can touch their heart, then the mind contact lasts longer and goes deeper, I think. Welcome to the World Peace Game. I'm very, very sorry, but you're going to have fun today. This is the World Peace Game, and it's about 28 years old. It's a political science simulation. The game basically pits 4 or 5 countries against each other in every way, politically, socially, militarily, and economically. And they have to use their imagination, use their thinking skills to think their way out of these problems that they're pitched into head first.
It's a game that makes you think really hard, makes you really think about what's really going on in the world.
What I think is you can't be all about war, and you can't be, again, this may sound bad, but you can't be all about peace.
Yeah, not like all like flowers and grassy fields and
Solar
panels.
They threaten you, Miss Williams, and your candidate to destroy the refinery complex if they are challenged. I want it to be so thrilling that they don't want to do without it, but so challenging that they almost can't do it. That kind of tension is where learning occurs. They have that love and fear, and that learning just torques on that kind of mismatch.
There has to be a way we can use this. We have to figure that out. We can use this volcano, use this eruption to make something good happen. If you look on the World Peace Game map, it has like that much oil.
So is Caden. And Caden's our complete ally.
I don't want to be a rebel. She doesn't want to. We can make a treaty.
I hope that they take away every creative thinking tool, every critical thinking tool they can, and they have confidence that they can solve any problem, they can deal with anything. And as I said to them today, just one of you is in position to leverage something good for the world, you may save us all. And that's what I'm naively hoping might happen.
The first thing that I learned in the World Peace game was before you even play the game, or the whole time you're playing the game, you as a teacher have to be doing self-introspection and reflection. It's not something new, it's nothing added on, we do this anyway. But in the World Peace game, you've got to weed out your own flaws and faults because they get in the way of student learning. My own prejudices, my own biases, and I have them. And they're very subtle because I'm old enough now to really cover them up well. The second thing would be passion. What is your deepest passion? What do you really, really, really want? What do you want in life? What do you want? I mean, we all want the house, the car, and all that. No, none of that. What do you really want? So finding the passion and finding the student's passion and connecting with that so it drives the learning in the classroom. The third thing is collective wisdom. Students actually are smart. You're all smart people. Yes, it's true. Even though you haven't graduated, some of you are still smart people. It's amazing because I've got 9 and 10-year-olds. And my perspective might be when I see them, little people. Don't know anything. Little people. Don't know anything. Because they're shorter than me. They haven't been here as long as me. They haven't been as many places as I've been. So they don't know as much as me. So I'm smarter. Bigger, faster, stronger. But the thing is, every child is a unique set of resources, experiences, and understandings that I'll never have. So when I start making myself their peer on their level, when I'm with them, they are suddenly shocked. This man is treating me like an equal. I say, boys and girls, what are we going to do today? This is what the school says we have to do. We have to do this. But here's my question to you, boys and girls. How are we going to do it? What do you want to do? Mr. Hunter, you're the teacher. You're supposed to tell us, aren't you? What are we supposed to? You tell us what to do. That's what we've been trained to do. Come on. That's the training we have. Tell us what to do, so we'll do it, we'll pass, everything will be great. So when they start to realize that you want to engage them as collaborators, as co-teachers, they get excited. And you connect with their passion and the learning takes off. It's the most amazing thing when they feel your respect, that they suddenly have some control over their destiny, that they don't have to wait 6 months. I hope I pass. I wonder if she'll pass me. I don't know if I'm going to be all right or not. No, because they've been involved in the curriculum design and assessment all along. They have no anxiety that way. They know where they are. They know what's going on. They are with you. You do consensual assessments together. It's not top-down any longer. Teaching for tomorrow. And the final thing, I talked about passion, collective wisdom. Yes, they're all working together. And the last thing about that I want to say, the final thing is, I have a 1954 brain. That's like the era of Commodore and Atari with computers, you know, like Pong and all that sort of thing. Why would I ever think my 1954 brain can stand in front of some 21st century children who have every app in the world and know all kinds of stuff on the internet I'll never even dream of? Why would I think my 1954 brain can run this classroom? I've got a network of supercomputers, and I got my Apple IIe. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'll connect with them and network with them as collaborators. Change the level of the relationship in the room from here to here. So we are together as one. And finally, after collective wisdom, the purpose of education, as I've come to understand it from the World Peace game, I thought it was about teaching content and knowledge when I first started. Education for me now is not. Education for me now has one purpose only. It's very simple. The game taught me this, the children teach me this. One purpose only. Purpose is the fruit and the flower of all the training, all the teaching, all the learning. The fruit and the flower is compassion. I mean engaged, active, caring, and love. the children discover in the game, and they tell me every time the purpose we're here is to help each other, because they understand suddenly that everything is interdependent, everything is interconnected. As a teacher, you're never just teaching this person in front of you. You're teaching decades ahead, maybe 50 years. Something that you say or do may go through time. So everything you do is important. Every offhand gesture could be the one that saves somebody's life. You never know. So you've got to be self-introspective enough to be clean and clear when you see the children, to give them the best you have, to get out of their way and let their wisdom arise. Your effect as a teacher goes so far beyond you. You can't even calculate. You can't even imagine. And so everything you do is so critically important, even if it doesn't appear to be so. So the World Peace Games message tonight really is primarily compassion. And it begins with self-introspection. So there's really no tools or techniques or policies or extra books you have to buy. It just starts with you. So that's how we talk about teaching for tomorrow, starting with yourself and letting compassion naturally flower as we help each other. Thank you all. Thank you.